Yeah, I remember the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Host and cluster,
uh,
VM and templates,
yeah,
storage, and network.
yeah. This is VMs. This is storage, and this is networking.
Network, yes.
Inside the each and every column that
You
you
have the summary and you have the performance and you have the event task monitor. Yes,
configure
correct.
the permission. So we didn't touch in detail about this because
You have done till summary monitoring. Till
configure.
monitoring you have, yeah, till configure you have given a view, but till monitoring
Yeah,
it was you have given the details, the recent
yeah.
tasking, why it is so, and the performance, the
Ah,
historical data. All those you have told me.
exactly.
Hmm.
So those are like some of the what to say. It's just a gist. It's not like a complete thing. This is how the view is. I'm just making you familiar with the vCenter view. So that is what
Okay.
focusing on. We didn't get into detail about what is what, and if I click on this, what will happen. Where I
Hmm.
delete, what will happen. These are and all. We didn't touch it. We will go on. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Right. So vCenter. So as I told you, vCenter is a management console. It is a place where you can manage the whole environment. So I can
Hmm.
manage
Hmm.
complete data center by just clicking on the options available on my vCenter, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Add a new host, I can add a new cluster, I can
Hmm.
add a new data store, I can add a new switch, everything I can do from my vCenter only.
Hmm. Hmm.
The features of my vCenter, there are few core features, few of the core features that makes VMware on their top notch because of this few core features. Okay.
Okay.
And we're going to focus on that. And before that, I'll tell you what is a virtual machine. Before we get into the vCenter features,
Okay.
I'll just talk about the vCenter in an overview, or I'll give you what is a vCenter, okay? A VM. So when someone says a VM, this is my VM, okay? That
Hmm.
they are running on a host. Any kind of VM, whatever they say, virtual machine is a literal replica of a hardware or a physical machine which you have in your environment. And
Hmm.
it will let you perform all the operations of the VMware features. So if
Hmm.
somebody asks what is a virtual machine, if I would say in interview, someone asked me what is virtual machine, I would say a virtual machine is a software replica of a hardware,
Hmm.
of the logical view of the underlying hardware, where I can utilize all the VMware features.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay, VMware features, we're going to see that. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, in host, what do you have? In host, you have what are the main components? Four main components.
CPU, memory, storage, network.
Yeah, perfect. So these are the four main components for any application or any physical machine to run. The exact same things are applicable for my VM as well, but
Hmm.
here it will be little different. It will be vCPU for virtual machines.
Hmm.
Memory will be vMem.
Amen.
Network will be vSwitch,
Hmm.
and storage will be.
Then,
So here, if it is HBA,
sorry, it is HDD, not Vision. HDD.
HDD, right?
Hmm.
And yeah, so these are all the four main components where my virtual machine relies on. So
Hmm.
I get my logical CPU from here, and my
Hmm.
memory is also coming from here, and my
Hmm.
is also here, and my network data store is coming from my storage. Okay, this is the
Perfect.
simple view. So you saw how we created a virtual machine. I will show you again. So I
Hmm.
have three hosts in this environment, right? So
Hmm.
if I want to create a virtual machine out of this host, I can just right click
Hmm.
to create a new virtual machine.
Okay.
I'll just click on new virtual machine, and then I'll click next. I'll just put in test, and it will let me which folder do you want it. I'll say I'll just put it in one of the folder.
What is this folder you wanted?
So backups, right? Backup works with this folder. So backup admins, what they do is, say for example, I can create a folder in here also. If I go to my virtual machine view, right, template view,
Template view. Okay.
if I come here, it will let me create a new folder here. So let's say this is my database VMs, right? So what I can do is here, create a VM
Okay.
and tell them like this VM should be a part of database folder. So I'm creating a test DB. So if I expand the database folder, I will be able to see all my database VMs.
Okay. Acha, so it is not mandatorily that when I'm creating the VMs,
Mhm.
I'm creating all the database VMs out of a single host. I can create it on any of the hosts. Suppose I have 5 hosts. I
Yeah.
create 2 database VM from each of the hosts and I
Hmm.
put it on the folder. So
Yeah,
I do not have to bother where this VM is lying. I just go to my folder and I figure it out.
correct.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So storage I will get, I'll see all my available data stores. I'll just choose one of it and then I'll just click next.
Hmm.
Then I'll get my guest OS, what OS I'm going to put, Windows, Linux or anything.
Why it shows ESXi 6.7 or later?
Which one?
Just if you go back,
Ah,
it shows somewhere compatible
okay.
with.
So this is another feature where the VMware hardware, right? The virtual machine also has some set of drivers. Okay. So the
Hmm.
driver depends upon what are the options which you are choosing here. If you want a Windows workstation, you can choose workstation.
Okay. So if I select 5.5 and later,
Huh.
so this VM would be compatible with ESXi 5.5 as well.
Yes, yes. So if my environment has a combination of 6.5, 5.5, everything, I can move my VMs
The
and
VM
play with.
option you can use to move
Yeah,
it to 5.5 as well.
yeah, exactly. So I can move anywhere. It's compatible with all the hosts, man.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Okay. So now I'll just click next and say what is my operating system, and then I'll click next again. And
Hmm.
this is where I get all my main things, where how much CPU I want.
Correct. You said me generally 4 CPU and
It's not like that. Always socket should be less, core should be high.
okay.
Socket should be less.
Core should be high. That is a very simple logic. Yes.
Very simple logic. You know that hardware.
From the hardware perspective, yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's the thing. And then when you go back, you will get all the memory, how much memory you want.
Hmm.
Like I want 2 GB RAM
Hmm.
and a hard disk. So in the hard disk, there are a few things, thick, thin, and all. We'll come back to that sometime later.
Hmm.
For now, I'll just choose hard disk of 40 GB. And
Hmm.
network card is here.
Hmm.
Network card is over here. This is what I want.
Hmm.
So I just click next.
Hmm.
I click finish. My test VM is created. Test DB. So there is no insufficient space. The data store doesn't have enough space.
Okay.
Storage. So I get it as thick. So that's why it took like that. Okay, that's fine. No problem.
Thick means I think the fixed space for the hard drive. Thin means it is as soon as the
Yeah.
volume grows, it will
Those
assign
exactly. Yeah.
provisioning and thin provisioning.
Hmm. Perfect. Yeah. So that's how you create a VM. I'm sure I showed this in the past, but I want to review it and show you once again because we will talk about virtual machine a lot.
Hmm.
Because in vCenter, what you're managing virtual machines, right?
Hmm.
So that's why. Yeah. Okay. So next. Here I'll just make it as 10. Let's like 5 GB. I'll make it as thin here.
Thin would actually fix this. Hmm.
So now the virtual machine is ready, and test VM. Now, if I go to the folder where I created, no, in the database folder, I'll be only seeing the test VM because I pointed it to be created on database folder.
Database, yes.
Yeah. So this another reason why we have folder is when there is a backup, right?
Hmm.
VMs, the backup, let's say if it's a Veeam backup, Veeam
Okay.
will search for all the available folders in the vCenter, and
Okay.
it won't list the hosts available. It will only show all the data folders here. And let's say I want only the database VM should be backed up. I'll just point all my database folders and then I'll click next. That's it. So there is no more things for my administration.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's easy for administration, nothing much. So I can click easily and administer all my database VMs. It's easy to play with it. Okay. And that's about the virtual machine part. Now let's get into the features of vCenter. Okay, the first and foremost thing why people go for VMware is vMotion. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sure you might have heard about this word quite often.
Yes.
Yeah. This is their proprietary software feature, and what they do is, if there is a environment with SaaS clusters, 3-node cluster, 3 hosts are there in one cluster, like our example, okay? And I have VMs running on all the 3 hosts, VM1, VM2, and VM3. Suddenly what happened, this is all connected to a network, and this host is also connected. This is all connected to one switch. This is connected to different switch. Suddenly one day what happened, this switch alone got busted or something is broken. VM3 is now dead. It's going to a customer will not be able to reach to the application running on this VM. What you will do is, before you know that there is a problem, once you identify there is a problem, you will get an alert from the switch, right? You'll get a from the switch. The network administrator will inform the VMware administrator that we have a problem with switch 2, and we want you to migrate all the VMs available on the host 3, so that the server can run on the other 2 hosts. So, okay, the VMware admin guy, he will right click on the VM which is running. Let's say this is one of the VM, and he will just click migrate. Now let's say if this is running on host ESXi host 1, you can see here, if you click on the VM, the summary of the VM, guest OS, what is a okay. I have an option where I will just right click and I'll just say migrate here, and it is faded right now because I think it's not configured.
Okay, so you have to configure that as well.
You have to configure, yes. And so some features, right?
I think it is coming up here.
It is coming up here because it's powered off.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll see there are 5, like around 10 conditions, but 5 condition needs to be satisfied if you want to move the vMotion of the VM from one host to another host. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in future. But for now, I would like you to remember, if somebody asks you, or for your understanding, if someone says what vMotion is, a moving of the VM when it is on production, moving from one host to another host without causing any trouble to the running service. This is
one of the 4 features I remember you told me: vMotion, DRS, HA, and cluster.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries, Priti. Whatever you are teaching me, I'm ensuring I go back and read that.
That's pretty awesome. I never had a student like you.
I do not want your effort to be waste, because I really see it is not about money. Look, bro, we do things to earn money, but it is your effort. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Sure. I am really happy because I was like you when I was learning product. I used Archer, my person who taught me, and we were still in contact. And
awesome.
Able to relate it. Yeah, it's good. It's good that you remember. And I am not like you, to be honest. I don't know anything about VMware when I joined. I was admin. I used to stumble a lot, but you are grasping the concept easily because you have vast amount of experience. So that's a one good thing that I like about you. You grasp it when I say something. I had a horrible time understanding things. I took almost 6 months to understand the whole product.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for me.
I am hopeful that I will learn it good, like the
Hmm.
way I want it. A
Yeah.
little bit of mastery over it. Mm.
Great.
Okay.
So yeah, the vMotion, right? It's just
Mm.
here where it let you to move the vMotion of VMs from one host to another host. So
Mm.
vMotion of two types. One is called cold. Another one is called hot. Hot vMotion, what we just tried here,
Mm.
is running. If you see this green mark, it means it's running.
Yes.
Yeah. And if I right click, it is not letting me do that. So it's not letting me do a
Cold.
migration.
The top one is the cold one.
This two is cold. They are
Mm.
powered. I'll just right click and this also is not showing. I don't know why. I have to check.
Mm.
This guy alone is showing. That's maybe because he's on a different network.
Okay. Mm.
This is how you do the normal migration. Also, if you right click, you'll get the option like this,
Mm.
migrate.
Mm.
And all you have to do is choose
Mm.
this option, change compute resource only.
Mm.
Means storage, compute means apart from storage, you can move CPU and memory. Okay. So I'm just
Mm.
clicking next and I'll be able to see available hosts. I can say I want to go to host one. There'll be a background check that will show like,
And how? Okay. I from the summary I know currently it is on which host, and
uh,
then I go here. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah.
I'll say compatibility checked on the background. I told you like five to 10 conditions
Correct. Mm-hmm.
that checked is done is here, and then I'll click next.
Mm.
I'll just leave it, and then I'll click next. I'll just say complete. You can see it's moving from 132, it moved to 101 here.
Mm.
Just did just like that. It took like 2 minutes, right? The same happens in powered on mission also. Little
But if I have 15, 20 VMs
uh,
and my network team inform me my VMs are going down, I mean my switch is going down, you have to manually do it for each and every VM or how is it?
the big organization have scripts.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes
They have
sense.
scripts.
Yes,
They'll
yes.
run scripts and do it on the fly. Or
Mm.
you can do administratively about 8 virtual machines at one time. You can select, if I do control and then select multiple VMs, I'll be able to select and then I can just right click and then do 8 VMs at one time concurrent.
Okay.
Concurrently, I can do 8. Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So it works. And all I have to do is just move it from one host to another host. Okay.
Okay.
About
Okay.
the vMotion part. You're moving the compute resource, right? You saw, right? When I click on right click, I got an
Mm.
option to move compute resource. When someone says compute, it's usually CPU and RAM or memory.
Okay. Okay.
This is one core feature. Next important one
When
is,
it goes to the new host,
yeah.
it still connect to the path
Hmm.
of the data store.
Hmm.
Suppose it is mapped to a storage.
Hmm.
That path still remains the same.
Yeah. That's just remains the same. I'll talk about that.
Yeah,
I
but that's quite complex, right? Your host VM get changed from one host to another, but the path follows us. It's
no,
pretty
no, no. Leave that part as of now. Just
okay.
what is vMotion. I told you 5 conditions.
Yes.
Five is one of the main condition is storage. Shared storage, it should be there. So if my host one,
Shared storage. I remember. Okay, shared storage should be there. Okay.
all 3 hosts should see the same storage, and the VM disk file will be here.
And vMotion cannot happen even if the shared network is also not there, right?
Shared storage should be there. So it should be like this: shared network,
Yes.
shared storage should be like this.
Huh.
So the VM is like running here. So
Huh.
it's visible from here, from his this source also network is visible, this source also network is visible. The same happens in storage also. All 3 is visible. And I'll be just moving the process. This is the VM process, right? In detail, if you go inside the VM is just one single process, like how you have a task manager process here running for each and every task, right?
Mm-hmm.
Similar, it will be like moving from one host to another host. You can see that literally. when you go into code level, you can see this process will move from this process 1, 2, 3. So that's how it will move. But the disk and all is still there. Network is still there. You're not touching that part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'll go in detail about that. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
So we are pending with main concepts, network and storage. How storage virtualization is done. How
Mm.
virtualization is done. We are yet to complete go to that part. I'm just with the flow because we need to be familiar with few concepts before we touch that.
Okay. Okay.
Now coming back to the second important feature of VMware, it's called S vMotion. Normal vMotion we just saw.
Mm.
There is something called S vMotion. This is called storage vMotion. So what we just saw is we saw 3 hosts were there in my cluster,
Mm.
and the VM was running in my host 3,
Mm.
and it was running on a shared storage. All my disks were here, VMDKs were here,
Mm.
okay? And all my network was here. It is a shared network, shared storage.
Mm.
Now the thing what I did is I moved the VM process from this VM host,
Mm.
this host. So I can
Correct.
now see the VM is running from host this. Now what the customer did is he bought a new storage. So let's say if this is a EMC SAN,
Okay.
he bought a new storage. Let's say if it's a Hitachi storage.
Okay.
And what he wants to do is he wants to migrate all the VMs, not the process, not the VM level process. They only want the data on the underlying storage to be moved from here to here. That's when storage
Oh.
picture comes into picture. Okay.
So the path of all the VMs from this shared storage
Mhm.
would move from EMC to Hitachi.
Yes, not just the path, the whole data. Let's say if it's 3 TB, 3 TB will be moving over the network from this data store to this data store.
But then this Hitachi has to be a part of the same SAN, right?
Hmm.
Because if it is not a part of the same network, it cannot connect. So first I need to connect the Hitachi storage to the same network, and then
I
with the
can buy
help of
another
the
network and I can put a router in between. So it's not means that it should be on the same network. It can be any network.
it should be the part of the SAN. It should be the part of the
Ah,
same zone. What I
same
mean to
zone. Yeah, it should be reachable. That's all. It should be.
should be reachable. It should be reachable. Should be the right term. Yes, it should be reachable.
Hmm.
Awesome, no?
Yeah, this is also a cool feature. Let's see. So now we got the concept, right? You'll just move the data from one data store to another data store.
Hmm.
Yeah. So some customer, I think, is keep on calling.
Oh.
Some customer support representative called second time.
If that is urgent, Priti, no worries. You just.
Let me see. I think there is a severity one. Maybe.
Hmm.
Let me see. Okay, I don't see severity one. Let me see. Give me 1 second here, Shiva.
Yeah, sure, please.
Okay, yeah. So some severity one is there.
Hmm.
Mike's keep on calling. They called second time actually.
Hmm.
So
No
give me.
worries, Priti. You
So
carry on.
when you will go to office?
Today I'm there actually.
You're going to office?
No, no, no. Today I'm there at home.
Oh, super. Then I'll do one thing. I'll finish this call and I'll come back.
Sure. No